Got this from Chris Witt, and even if it isn't true, it's brilliant. But I find no reason to believe that it couldn't be true. The state of Washington Department of Fish and Wildlife sends a letter to a home or landowner asking for permission to access a creek on his property to document the decline of a certain species of unheard of frogs. The property owner's response is in the second letter is epic. Letter from the Washington Department of Fish and Wildlife. Dear landowner, WDFWR staff will be conducting surveys for the foothill yellow-legged frogs and other amphibians over the next few months. As part of this research, we would like to survey the creek on your property. I am writing this letter to request your permission to access your property. Recent research indicates that foothill yellow-legged frogs have declined significantly in recent years and are no longer found at half their historic sites. Your cooperation will be greatly appreciated and will help contribute to the conservation of this important species. Please fill out the attached postage-paid postcard and let us know if you are willing to let us cross your property. If you have any concerns about this project, please give us a call. We would love to talk with you about our research. Sincerely, Steve Niamella, Conservation Strategy Implementation Biologist. Here's the response from the landowners. Yep. Dear Mr. Niamella, thank you for your inquiry regarding accessing our property to survey for the yellow-legged frog. We may be able to help you out with this matter. We have divided our 2.26 acres into 75 equal survey units with a draw tag for each unit. Application fees are only $8 per unit after you purchase the frog survey license, $120 residents, $180 non-resident. Nice. You will also need to obtain a frog habitat parking permit, $10 per vehicle. Plus, you must register at the check station to have your vehicle inspected for non-native plant life prior to entering our property. There is also a day use fee, $5 per vehicle. If you are unsuccessful in the draw, you will be notified 2 weeks in advance so you can make necessary plans and purchase your creek habitat stamp, $18 a resident, $140 non-resident. Survey units open between 8 a.m. and 3 p.m., but you cannot commence survey until 9 a.m. and must cease all survey activity by 1 p.m. Survey gear can only include a net with a 2-inch diameter made of 100% organic cotton netting with no longer than 18-inch handle, non-weighted, and no deeper than 6 feet from the net to frame to bottom of net. Handles can only be made of BPA-free plastics or wooden handles. After 1 p.m., you can use a net with a 3-inch diameter if you purchase the Frog Net endorsement. Nice. $75 a resident, $250 non-resident. Wow. Any frogs captured that are released will need to be released with an approved release device back into the environment unharmed. As of June 1, we are offering draw tags for our premium survey units, and the application, again, is only $8 per year per application. However, all fees can be waived if you can verify Native Indian tribal rights and status. You'll also need to provide evidence of successful completion of frog surveys and your comprehensive course on frog identification, safe handling practices, and self-defense strategies for frog attacks. This course is offered online through an accredited program for a nominal fee of $750. Please let us know if we can be of assistance to you. Otherwise, we decline your access to our property, but appreciate your inquiry. Sincerely, Larry and Amanda Anderson.
Wow. I wonder how old Larry is.
And it's a state of Washington area code. Rook, is 319 a state of Washington area code?
I can pull it up quick.
That's got to be true. Please,
I think it's true.
Please tell me that's true.
Somebody with a great creative sense of pushback.
What's the area code?
It's 319. Is that state of Washington?
It is actually the state of Iowa.
It is. Well, and I don't know where Chris got this, but I love it. Thank you.
Cedar Rapids area.
It's a lifetime of frustration of dealing with DNRs, Fish and Wildlife, and government in general.
You know what I was thinking?
God,
Kenny?
that was wonderful.
Watch him get a check. You know what I'm saying? Okay, we'll fill all this up knowing the way government works.
Yeah,
Watch
right. They'll just say, okay, we've got all your stuff.
If it's real, I think Steve Niamella, the state worker who wrote the letter, I gotta hope he got a kick out of it.
Even if it's not real, it's given me a brilliant, and it should give all of us a brilliant idea. Pushback to the bureaucracy and red tape. That was just wonderful.
And sometimes you win. Look at Oberlin. Sometimes you can win.
Sometimes you win.
You got to push back. I've got nothing against the DNR, by the way.
Do you have a horse in that race? or
Oh,
no?
I do.
Yeah, but I don't engage them in
got
my life
nothing
as much
but
as you
issues
do.
with
Yeah.
I could do a daily update, DNR update every day on GL with the DNR.
Well, why don't you do it on the Krabby Coffee Shop?
I'll start with the DMV. Can we include the DMV in there? Because I've got a few really big DMV issues.
Well, thank you, Chris Witt. That was about as good as it gets.
As a matter of fact, I've got issues with every department that they're called the Department of ... If that's where you work, I have an issue with you.
Yeah, regardless.
Yeah. It doesn't matter where.
You don't like the word department, do you?
Yeah, Department of drive Kenny absolutely crazy.
Where is the TV department?